Hello, Michael here. Looking again today at Psalms 53 as we close out with verse 5 and 6 for the exposition. This psalm, which may be subtitled, "There is none who does good." Let's just go ahead and read the psalms in totality first. Verse 1. The fool hath said in his heart, There is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. God looked down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon God. And verse 5. There were they in great fear, where no fear was. For God hath scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because God hath despised them. And verse 6. O that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When God bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. We look to the treasure of David for the exposition. Verse 5. There were they in great fear, where no fear was. David sees the end of the ungodly, and the ultimate triumph of the spiritual seed. The rebellious march in fury against the gracious, but suddenly they are seized with a causeless panic. The once fearless boasters tremble like the leaves of the aspen, frightened at their own shadows. In this sentence and this verse, this psalm differs much from the 14th. It is evidently expressive of a highest state of realization in the poet. He emphasizes the truth by stronger expressions. Without cause the wicked are alarmed. He who denies God is at bottom a coward, and in his infidelity he is like the boy in the churchyard who whistles to keep his courage up. For God hath scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee. When the wicked see the destruction of their fellows, they may well quail. Mighty are the hosts which besiege Zion, but they are defeated, and their unburied carcasses proved the prowess of God, whose being they dared to deny. Thou hast put them to shame, because God hath despised them. God's people may well look with derision upon their enemies, since they are the objects of divine contempt. They scoff at us, but we may with far greater reason laugh them to scorn, because the Lord our God considered them as less than nothing and vanity. Verse 6. O that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. Would God the final battle were well over. When will the Lord avenge his own elect? When will the long oppression of the saints come to its close, and glory crown their heads? The word salvation is in the plural to show its greatness. When God bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Inasmuch as the yoke has been heavy and the bondage cruel, liberty will be happy and the triumph joyous. The second advent and the restoration of Israel are our hope and expectation. We have attempted to throw into rhyme the last two verses of this psalm. The foes of Zion quake for fright. Where no fear was, they quail. For well they know that sword of might, which cuts through coats of mail. The Lord of old defiled their shields, and all their spears he scorned. Their bones lay scattered over the fields, unburied and unmourned. Let Zion's foes be filled with shame, her sons are blessed of God. Though scoffers now despise their name, the Lord shall break the rod. Oh, would our God to Zion turn, God with salvation clad. The Judah's harp should music learn, and Israel be glad. Yes, indeed, there is none who does good. Except for grace, we would never, could never make it. Thank God for His grace, because He looks far and wide and sees none who does good. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.